Hello, everybody. Welcome to Local Beauty. I am your host, Jackie Rodman, owner of Local Aesthetics and host of Local Beauty. I totally just said that. And I am here today with Jessanne Aesthetics.
Hi
I just
guys.
blanked on your last name. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
What's your last name? I'm so
It's
sorry.
Jessanne Guzman. Hi.
Oh,
Nice to
yes.
see you guys. Yes. Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be on your show. I'm so excited.
Of course. I really wanted you to come out, or well, come on, just because I feel like you are just dominating the San Antonio community, the aesthetics community, and I just want to sit down and chat with you about how you got into this field, how you've gotten to where you've gotten to, and just everything.
Yay.
So if you haven't heard of Jessanne Aesthetics, she owns Jessanne Aesthetics, which is a med spa in Hilotes. And how long have you been in business for?
So I've been in business for 2 years. This will be my third year, so I'm so excited. I can't believe it's gonna be 3 years, but it's gonna be 3 years. And so you know, we're just going and learning and continuing to move forward. So I love the industry for sure. It's been one of my passions for a
Mm-hmm.
very long time. And
Mm-hmm.
definitely, like, there's a lot out there. Like, I love networking, I love the community, I love treating clients. So, most definitely, it is a field, it's a big market, I think, that has opened up for so many, and there's so many different things you can do. So it's a great
Mm-hmm.
it's a great field for sure.
Yeah. And guys, I actually learned that she's a cosmetologist. We were talking a little bit before this, and I was like, oh, wait. Oh my goodness. That's so cool. So she does, she knows how to do skin, hair, and nails. So tell me, you said that you did cosmetology in high school. Talk to me about that. Like what made you want to pursue cosmetology?
So I feel like I was raised in it. My mom and my aunt were hairstylists, and
Oh.
so they had their own business. So I remember as little kids, they would take us, right, because we didn't have babysitters. So they would take us to
Oh.
help them, hold perm papers or sweep the shop or do like whatever we needed to do, that can help them to interact with their clients as well as like keep us busy. So I knew early on that I was going to probably more than likely go to cosmetology school, just because it was a trade that I just love doing hair. And when I was doing hair, like I loved it, but I remember my family, like they were like, you have to go to nursing school. You have to go to nursing school because at that time, like nursing was the it thing in the sense like security, right? Like security,
Hmm.
401k, like it was just a wide market to have like that security in your family versus when you're an entrepreneur,
Hmm.
sometimes things are up, sometimes things are down. And so for my family, I think they just wanted more for me. But who knew
Oh.
that the market was going to go so widespread into like hair extensions and eyelash extensions and different things in that field. So that drew me to so I went to nursing school. Like I remember I didn't know what I was going to do, how I was going to
Oh,
survive,
wow.
because I also had I was a teen mom, so we had our daughter in high school. So I remember I needed to buckle down and like figure out how I was going to support my child, how I was going to live, and
Right.
so college, I was like, okay, I have to go to college because it's expected of me. And I went and took one of those
Mm.
personality tests, and I was either going to be a hairdresser or a nurse. So,
No
yeah,
way. Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
yeah. So when I graduated high school, I already had my cosmetology degree. Like I already had taken my certificate. I had already taken my cosmetology. So I was like, I'm going to nursing school.
Wow.
And my first job was either going to be in pediatrics or I was hired on by MedSpa. So I was super blessed to get hired on by a med
Wow.
spa, and that's what broke my
Mm-hmm.
career. Yeah, I was a nurse. I was a clinician at first, and I did a lot of like the clinical things for this physician. And then
Mm-hmm.
Botox hit the market, fillers hit the market, lasers, and my opportunity just grew. It grew with her. So I'm so fortunate for her. I'm fortunate that I still have a relationship with this physician. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's where I started.
That's incredible. And okay, so because you look so damn good,
Thank you.
what year was this, girl?
So this was in 2008. So definitely it's
Wow.
been a long time, yeah. So 2008, and I just started, and then we decided to get laser, certified and training.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've done a lot of different nursing careers. Like I've done aesthetics, dermatology, plastics, home health. So I feel like I have a wide range of experience. But skin, I'm most passionate about. Like I love everything that has to do with the skin.
Mm-hmm. And your nursing was licensed vocational nurse. How long was that program before you started at your first med spa?
So that program was a year, and my goal was
Oh,
always
oh
to
wow.
go back and finish my BSN and be an RN. And for some reason, every time I go, like something happens. So I just honestly feel like that. Like I know I will reach that eventually when it's my time, but the Lord has just redirected me into different path, and I know that right now I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. And so I'm just gonna put that on the back burner for now and just continue on with what I'm doing until I'm directed
Mhm.
again into that path.
Wow. And
Yeah.
you look super busy too. For me, a BS, oh, I just touched the mic. A BSN is so intense. Or well, for me, I'm like, oh Lord.
Yes.
Because I've considered that route too. And I'm like, okay, I would just start at an ADN level probably or something like that and just try and
I'm
just
like,
go
girl,
from there.
if I could be a nurse practitioner, I totally would do it. I just feel like
Oh,
I
wow.
hit 42. I'm gonna be 43 this year, and I don't know. It's something that I want to pursue, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, girl, you're gonna be 43. Like, let's just be grateful for the life we have and
Yeah.
continue to grow in that. And then there's always time. For me, there's always time to go back to school. It doesn't matter what age. So
Oh, for
yeah,
sure.
so we'll see when the Lord directs me that way, because I'm very purpose
Hmm.
driven, I think, and I'm learning to trust just my gut and God in my life and allowing Him to lead me where I need to go in business.
Yeah. So did you always in high school, did you see yourself doing this? Or
Yes,
did you have a different plan? Amazing, amazing.
yes.
I I sometimes like joke with people. I'm like, I wasted my time a little bit because I went through a 4-year degree, not to use it,
Yeah.
tried all these different paths. And then when I went to SD school, like not late 20s, like mid 20s, I
Uh-huh.
saw all these 18-year-olds coming in. I said, oh, if only I came in right out of high school and I had it all figured out. But, it's the
Yeah.
Lord's plan.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
I get it. And sometimes it's like, you need to hit all those roads and bumps before you figure out where we need to be. I'm like, it's funny because for me, I'm this age and I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't think we'll ever have it figured
Mhm.
out. We just have to go with what's in front of us.
No, I feel like there's always new things coming out too, especially in our industry. There's always new technology, new ingredients, new ways to do things. And it's not the right way or the wrong way, it's just a different way,
Yeah.
which is amazing. And you're a cosmetologist practicing, and that's amazing that you know all of the things, and you're a nurse, so just know a wide range of things. And I believe it's helped you succeed in your practice, and your clients trust you too.
Yes.
Um,
I'm super grateful for that.
so were you with the same med spa the entire time, or did you like switch?
Yes. So I'm originally from Midland, Texas. And so I was with
Hmm.
my med spa for about, I want to say like 7, 8 years maybe. And then we moved to San Antonio. And then even though I moved here in San Antonio, I would still go back and treat
Mm.
clients or and train like that facility, like new SDs or people that came on. So I've been fortunate enough to like keep that relationship going. And
Hmm.
when I moved to San Antonio, I went straight into derm, thinking
Yeah.
I was just gonna do dermatology and like be in my nursing field and just grow there. Um, but no, like I always went back to the treatment room. I just excel in the
Oh, I
treatment
love
room.
that.
Even today, like when I think
Oh
back
yeah.
and as I was reading some questions, I was like, I am most comfortable in the treatment room. The business side is the side I struggle with, right? Because I think that's hard in
Hmm.
itself. But definitely, I worked for a med spa here. It was a derm office, and then I went to a med spa, and then I went to plastics. Just trying to figure out what I wanted to do, in San Antonio. And
Yeah.
San Antonio, for me, was culture shock because I'm from a small town and San Antonio to me was like huge when I moved here and it was so intimidating, but luckily like everyone was welcoming, everyone was nice to me. I still had opportunity in learning and I'm blessed that my physicians that I worked with trusted me and allowed me to tap into my creative side and still follow through in the treatment room. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That's amazing. What was your favorite part when you were like employed? Like your favorite thing to do?
My favorite thing as far as I like making connection with clients. Like I feel that
Mm.
my gift is to nurture and help clients through, like just as a great listener and be able to take that into their treatment plan. Like that is my most favorite rewarding thing to do on this earth. Is just to be able to help
Hmm.
people. It doesn't matter like whether it's in the job or outside in my personal life. I just love to help people. I think I have a huge heart and sometimes that can be that's like one of the things that I love most about myself, but sometimes too, it's hard because you kind of can get taken advantage of at times for being so nice. But that's my favorite
Oh,
part.
I know it, girl.
You know what I mean? So I think that was my
Yeah.
favorite part was just really having opportunities to continue to learn because I feel that we learn on a daily basis and have the support behind me. So every physician I've
Hmm.
worked with, like I've always had the support to be able to grow into something that I wanted. My plastics job was a little more restricted, but I was able to work on that person and still be able to you know, learn and be creative and do both. Like I'm fortunate that I can work as a nurse in med spas as well as in the treatment room as a cosmetologist or an esthetician. I don't label
Yeah.
myself as esthetician just because like in nursing you had to like stick to titles and that was important, which I to me is like so dumb, but I'm still doing SD work.
Yeah. No, it's you're licensed to do.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
you're licensed to do hair, skin, and nails too. So it's like
Yeah.
you got your license and then you got your nursing license also. Have all these
Yes.
licenses to do exactly what you're allowed to do and you should do.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
okay. What what made you want to open your own practice? What was your like
Um,
aha moment? Like, let's do this.
so I feel that I've always said that I was going to open a business. Like I've always
Hmm.
known that I was going to open a business at some point. I didn't know if it was going to be in hair or skin. And I think for me, like we went through a rough time where we had someone pass in our family, so I had to take a few weeks off of work and go back to Midland. And when I came back, my job wasn't as secure as I would have liked it to be. And
Oh.
for me, I was kind of like at this turning point. I had just turned 40. I went through this,
Hmm.
like, it was a big loss for me in my family. And I was like, am I going to go back to starting over? Like, if I don't have this job potentially, right, like that I was comfortable with and wanted to like retire with. So I thought like retire, right? Because we always like find that one job. I don't like change either. So like I'm very
Hmm.
loyal. Um, but there was no security in that. So I remember just telling my husband, like, oh my God, am I going to start over in another plastics office or derm office with like 20-year-olds? Like, I don't think I can handle it. And maybe I hit my, what do they call that, midlife crisis? I was like, I'm 40 years old. Like, no, they're not even
Oh
gonna
my
want
gosh.
me? And so my husband was like, you always said you were gonna start your business, like, just do it. Like, now's the time. Just do it. Start it. We'll see what happens. In worst case, you can always go back to nursing because I can always find a PRN job or something, that allows me flexibility. And
Hmm.
so we did it. We just did it from one day to the next. No plan, just dreams and hope and faith, and here we are going on year three.
Oh
So
my goodness.
I'm excited.
Oh man. And what's funny is well, I thought you've been in practice longer.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I know you've been in the industry a very long time, but you just make it look so easy, girl.
Girl,
And
I'm like,
for real.
social media can be very, I don't know, social media. Um, I think it comes with its challenges, like
Okay.
as you know yourself, a business owner, like I don't think business
Hmm.
is for the weak. Like it takes a lot, right? Like it takes a lot of work, a lot of dedication, a lot of accountability, and sometimes I lack motivation, but we have to keep showing up for ourselves. And I always tell people that I come across, even when I worked for physicians. I've worked for a lot of physicians where I had trainings that I wanted to go to and they wouldn't. Like they would just tell me no, like they wouldn't support it. You know what I mean? But if I wanted
Oh.
to go, like I was more than welcome to like be able to go and I would have to pay for it. And so for me, I'm so thankful for those moments. Because my physician in Midland, like she made sure that we were very educated and went to everything. So for me, it was
Hmm.
different when I moved here that some physicians weren't as supportive in that way. And budgets are things. So for me, I always say the
Yeah,
best investment you can do is in yourself. Continue to
absolutely.
educate yourself, continue to keep going, moving, showing up for yourself because if you let yourself down, the world already does that for us, right? Like, unfortunately, there's some mishaps, but as long as you know who you are and you stay true to you, then I think you can become successful. And just because we fell at one thing, that doesn't mean we failed. That to me is growth. Like, we just get up and keep pushing. So for me, like, yeah, that's my motto. Just get up every day, do what I have to do, and if I have no one and if no one comes, that's okay because we at least showed up and eventually they'll come. Who's meant for us will come to us, effortlessly.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I totally agree too. Like show up, even if I didn't have people, like I'm gonna show up and clean. We make
Yeah.
this the cleanest spa in San
Yeah.
Antonio. Or I'm just gonna do, admin stuff, gonna do content.
Yeah.
There's so many things you could do, I feel like,
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
if there's nobody actually there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so what helped you kind of like grow your books from day one till now?
I think for me, social media has been really good to me. Facebook moms, like people share my name. I still believe in the old school ways, like word of mouth. You've referred
Hmm.
clients. So I think networking for sure is a big must so that you can, so that people get to know you, you get your name out there, people trust
Hmm.
you, you get to have a conversation. I think for me, I was fortunate enough to go solo in a suite that was already established, right? Like there was
Oh, good.
already girls that have their businesses. They've been in business for many years, and we share a lot of clients. So for me, I feel like that was my biggest help, like that the girls there trust me enough to send me their clients. And
Mhm.
I've just grown from then, like word of mouth. I do events. I try to do at least like 4 events a year, where I
Mhm.
get out into the community, whether that be with the Beauty Boost or different events that I'm invited to, and kind of network. And I also like to attend events that are hosted so that I can use that as a educational moment for myself, but as well as to kind of meet new and oncoming artists and things and just get out there and network. For sure, networking is huge.
Oh, I'm like a big, big proponent for networking. Like I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
I when I first started networking, obviously it was super awkward. And I think I hadn't even opened my business then. I just started showing up places and people were like, who's this girl? Who is this person that just keeps showing up everywhere? But I was just trying to get to know people, just
Yeah.
anybody, just to,
Yeah.
meet and network and all that good stuff. And
And I
sometimes people have really good ideas and really good like feedback and things like I've been blessed to meet so many people who have helped me and just from networking. I don't even know how I met you, to be honest with you. I think I could have slid into your DMs maybe or like liked something you shared. I don't
maybe
know.
I don't
Do you
remember, but
remember?
I don't remember. I don't know if it was at an event, maybe.
Was it? Because I've been following you for a very long time.
I have
At least
two.
like at least like 2 years. Like I've known you, right?
Yeah, I have two. I followed you. So I don't remember, but I think the first time I ever met you in person was like at our suites, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's so lovely to
Oh
meet you."
yeah.
And you're probably like,
That
"Who is
was
this girl?"
yeah, that was the first face to face. It's funny.
Yeah,
No, I I am known for sliding into people's DMs.
I love
And
it.
I'm just like, girl, you go. It's not even like creepy,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah,
But I just start liking people's posts or stories. I'm just like, oh girl, you're rocking it, whatever, blah blah blah. And then that's
yes.
usually if I'm not out networking in public, I'm just sliding in your DMs.
No, that's
um,
amazing. That's good. I mean, I know that I find you very inspiring because you've done so much, like in the community, you've done so much in
oh,
treatment
thank
room.
you.
Like I have clients like that you referred out to me and they just like love you so much. So I'm like, I'm so
Oh,
grateful that
thank
we made
you.
this connection because I feel like in this industry, a lot of people can be a little more intimidated or there's too much
Hmm.
competition. And to me, I'm like, no, like, let's be a community. Like, let's learn off each other, right? Because I feel like every artist has, or everyone has their own niche, right? Like, everyone has their own
Yes.
identity. And I'm different from you, we're different from others. And for me, like, I think it's better to just come together and learn from each other and just support one another. So I love a girl's girl, and I think you're totally a girl's girl?
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're so sweet. Yeah, I so glad I like that you had got some clients too. And I totally trust Jessanne with with everything there is to do with aesthetics.
Thank you. I appreciate
Um, yes. Okay, let me see what is next. Um, I just noticed it wasn't on Do Not Disturb, but I'm glad I didn't really get any calls I didn't want to get.
that.
So we're gonna talk about some of your toys.
Okay.
Um, tell me what was your first like big purchase for your business?
Well, I think my big purchase, like starting out, like my very first purchase was hydrofacial.
Really, me too.
Yes, I knew I was gonna get hydrofacial. Like I knew that was gonna be like my very first purchase. And I
Hmm.
think because I've been wanting it for a long time and
Hmm.
like I would bring it to physicians like we need this in suite, like it's gonna change the game. Like to me, hydrofacial is like Botox kind of, right? Like it's popular,
Hmm.
it's widely advertised, it gets clients
Yeah.
in because they're familiar with it, and we
Hmm.
just turn them over, like upsell them, right? And
Yeah.
so, like, I was turned down. So I was like, you know what? One day when I open my business, that's going to be the first device I get. And for
Oh
me,
my goodness.
it was I think it was a huge expense to me because it was like the first one,
Mhm.
right? Like, you know how it is. Like, it's the first one. You're like, oh my God, like, I have no clients that, because like for me, I didn't have a game plan. Like, in my mind, I've always, you journal, you write things down, you know what you intend to do. But for me,
Hmm.
like, to be honest, I didn't think I was ever going to be able to accomplish it, you know? Um,
Oh, really?
yeah, like I
Okay.
knew that I was meant for it, but in my mind, I just was like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this in my lifetime, right? I don't know why I
Hmm.
thought that way. Like, I think sometimes it has to do with like a little insecurity or unworthiness, you know? Um,
Hmm.
but no, I did it and I got it, and that machine works great. I love her. But my biggest purchase to date is my Airlays Neo, and I love my Airlays. It's one of
Girl.
like I love my Airlays. I'm a laser girl, so like for me, the first services in treatment room that I ever learned to do were lasers. I
Yeah.
never did facials ever.
Mhm.
And then when I did my first facial, I was like, oh my God, I love this. Like, what? Like, sit there, get to, like, you know, it's gonna sound weird, but like, get to, rub on people and get to, like, use your hands and really, like, treat people and lay hands on people. I was like, oh my God, this is my gift. This is what I'm good at. This is what I love. And, yeah, I was shopping around for lasers and I didn't know, like, I'm a Sciton girl. Like, I've always used Sciton. It's what I was comfortable with. It's what I
Mhm.
thought I was going to bring to my practice. I thought that was going to be my
Yeah.
first laser. And I happened to go to a show in Vegas, and I
Hmm.
was in a class. I think it was Savannah Boda's class that I was like, just seeing. Um, it was an educational, like a marketing class or something, and she was talking about the Airlays, and I didn't. I know, like I follow her, so I knew that she used Airlays a lot for acne, but I didn't
Yeah.
realize that Airlays can be used for so many different things. And again,
Hmm.
I worked in dermatology for many, many years, right? So like that's what
Hmm.
sets me apart, I think, is like my derm experience. And
Hmm.
it does so much. Like you can do eczema, you can do psoriasis with it, you can do leg veins, you can do acne, you can do scarring, you can heal the skin. Like there's so much you can do with this device that I was like, that's
Hmm.
my device. I need to find, girl, it was like 10 minutes before closing on the last day. I was like, I have to find the rep and find my local rep. Like, I have to find the
Yeah.
rep. And we had already walked out of the doors because they were going to close. And so I had to leave back in.
Really?
I don't even know how I got back in, but I found the stand and I was like, I need the Texas info. And yeah, Mike reached out to me and here I am.
Hmm.
So with my device, I
Wow.
think I've had my device a year. September was a year. So I love her.
Wow.
I love her.
Wow. So, and that was 2 years in. You were like, okay, first hydrofacial starting out, and then 2 years later, you were like, let's do it. Were your clients asking you to bring in a laser before you made the decision, or were you like, this is
No.
what's going to be best, my best
No.
next move?
No, so once I opened my business, I made a plan on what devices I wanted. And so
Hmm.
I knew that I was going to add a device, and my goal was going to be like every year I'm going to add something, right? Like every year. And no, I got everything I wanted in a 2 year time span. And the last thing on my list
Wow.
was my laser. And so I don't know if it's the smartest thing to do, Like if I had a bookkeeper, like my CFO is my husband. So like in my husband's view, he's kind of like, girl, like sit down somewhere. But he's supportive and thankfully it's working out. Like I'm someone that I'm just like, you know what, let's just if I feel a good like I've learned to trust my gut, so if I feel it in my gut, like let's just do it. Let's do it, you know? And then shortly after that, I brought
Mhm.
on the Era, which is my second largest expense, and I love my Era too. Um, and again, that's like growth. So we're growing. My biggest challenge is learning to market, like market the devices, in business.
Okay.
That's why I say like I think I'm great in treatment room. In business, I'm learning, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I totally agree. I've had to really figure out how to do marketing and all that stuff and how to promote myself, how to not be so shy coming on social
Yeah.
media to promote myself.
Yeah.
Before I started, I hated even talking about myself. I
Oh
just,
my God.
and I still get that way. I'm like, how do I just amp myself up and be like, oh, hi,
I
this
would have
product
never been.
does X. I what?
I would have never been able to tell that.
Oh gosh, I have to really like amp myself up, have a couple days of pre-prep and record a couple times and edit a couple times until I put something out. Well, no, that was, I mean, it gets better. I tell people just if you are consistent, you do it every single day, it becomes normal. Especially with the podcast too. At first, I barely said anything.
What?
And it just it feels more natural now. It feels more, fluid and all that good stuff. But it's the same with like showing up on social media. It just gets easier the more you do it with anything too. Practice just makes perfect, you
Yeah,
know?
definitely.
So, so the, so
I
the
love her
era,
videos. I'm like, man, when she does her skincare videos, I'm like, I need to do that, but I haven't gotten out of my shell yet. So, like, I love that about you, that you just do it, you know?
oh, thank you. Even then too, I started with voiceovers. Sometimes that's a little less scary.
Mm-hmm.
Like just get a nice videographer to film a good treatment, and then you go on with a soothing voice like, "Hi, it's Jessanne.
Yeah.
Today I'm going to walk you through the air lace era."
Yeah.
Yada yada yada. But I don't
Yeah.
know.
No, definitely, definitely. My social media girl, she's always like, "We need to do this, we need that. Can you do this today?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got you, girl." And then I get to it, and I'm like, "Oh God, girl, like maybe next week." So
Oh.
I need to practice what I preach, and be more accountable in that way. Because yeah, I'm really bad at that. Like,
How long have you had your social media girl for?
since I've started, I hired her before,
Mm.
even when I was working like at MedSpas, I hired her because I started to realize that your
Mm.
portfolio has to do with your Instagram, right? Like that's how
Yes.
people
Uh-huh.
know you best is through social media. So I had to learn and I'm not computer savvy. Like I'm just not, I don't have the energy. Like I think I've gotten better throughout the years, right? Because our business requires that. Um,
Yeah.
but for things that I don't want to learn to do, like I allow her just to take over and be creative with it. So I hired her. Wow, I hired her 2 years before I started my business, and she would help me with my Instagram and make little reels and videos for me and things like that. So I love her. I'm very fortunate to have her.
Wow. I thought you did it all for some reason. I was like, damn, these
No,
are really good angles.
girl.
When I when I record myself, oh, it is bad. It's
Yeah.
like one angle and that's it.
I'm like, no, no. I always tell people, like, you can always tell when she posts and when I post. Mine is just verbiage, like picture, words, and she goes into the detail of things, makes it pretty. So I am so grateful for her.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So let me see what else. Is there any piece of equipment you're just like, that was not the right move or that you just like use less or anything like that?
The only thing I've ever felt that way about is I had bought a Zimmets skin analysis. And
Oh, okay.
my Zimmets, like, when I watched her for like over a year, and I was like, I'm gonna get that device. Like I have to have that device. And that probably should have been one of the first devices I bought, but I didn't. And I finally got her, and I didn't love her. I don't
Oh,
know if I was
really?
just spoiled because I have worked with Vizia in the past.
Yeah.
I don't know if like maybe that was the reason I didn't like how I had to build out my own like system, and maybe because I'm not computer savvy, like maybe that's why I didn't like it, you know, like you had to build your own like system works and things like that so that it shows like your services and your, and I could appreciate people that do love that because they have control over it, they can customize it exactly to their being. I personally wish there would have been
Mhm.
like more support in that. And I don't want to knock them. Like you know what I mean? Like this is just my own personal opinion. I think it's a great analysis device. It just was not the one for me, and
Yeah.
I had to sell her. I was so
Oh,
sad.
you sold her. Wow. Okay.
I sold her, and gratefully, like thankfully, she went to someone that I know is going to perfect it and use it and utilize it, and it's going to do more for someone else than it did for me. And for
Mhm.
me, like skin analysis or skin analysis, right? Like it doesn't matter what device is out there. I just feel like I haven't found that device yet, the one that I want that's going to match me. And so I will. So that just means I have to go to new shows, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Are you going to the New York show or no?
I'm not this year. I wanted to so bad, but
Oh,
I'm
no.
not going to be able to this year. This year I'm going to try and sit still a little bit and really focus and build my team. Like, I really want to dedicate the time to my team, and we'll see.
Hmm.
We'll see if it happens. If it's meant to be, then I'll be there. But as of
Yeah.
right now, I'm not planning to go to that one, or I don't think I'm going to go to Vegas either. Maybe I'll try like
Wow.
one of the Florida ones later in the year.
Yeah. Not a bad idea. It's sunny in Florida.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, that's nice.
Yeah.
So you mentioned your team. When did you bring on your first employee? Because I think that's always super exciting.
So I had hired I don't even know when it was. Maybe it was like last year in the beginning of the year, I think. I hired someone, and I love this person. Like, you know, we've been friends
Mhm.
many years, and she's amazing. Um, but sometimes I think, like, in business, right? Like, we have different visions, and that's okay. So when the vision
Mhm.
doesn't align, then we separate. Doesn't mean, you know, just means that you
Mhm.
need to tweak things a little bit. And so, yeah, like that was my first like learning experience. So for me, I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be
Oh.
great. Like we've known each other, like it's just gonna hit. It's gonna be amazing. And
Mm.
it was amazing. It was great. Like nothing bad. It's just like sometimes visions don't align, and it's kind of like anything else. Like I would assume, like you know, when you're working for someone or someone else, and once it's just not for you, it's just not for you, you know. And
Yeah.
so that was a big learning curve for me because I was like, you know, I need to really, like in my mind, I was like, I need help, right? Like I have this vision. In order to get there, I'm going to need to grow, and I need someone to help me grow, right?
Yes.
Um, and I now realize like it's my business, right? So the person that they have to love my business as much as I do, right? And so I knew I needed to wait and be very intentional with my hire. So in my mind, I was like,
Hmm.
am I gonna hire someone? Like I was like, I probably should hire someone fresh out of school and not someone so seasoned, right? So that
Yeah.
they can kind of learn off of me because like for me, like I love teaching.
Hmm.
And then my daughter called and was like, you know, I decided to go to esthetician school. And I was like, oh my God, like
Mm.
how amazing is that? So,
Wow.
yeah, as of right now, like she's been my second hire so far because the first one didn't work out as much as I wanted it to, you know?
Yeah.
And so yeah, she's fresh, and I, like I said, I'm still learning. I'm learning to let go of control. Like maybe that's my problem. Like maybe I'm the problem
True.
because I can be a little I can be a little
Yeah.
controlling, like it's my baby, it's my passion, it's my vision.
Yeah.
So I'm learning to just loosen the reins and just let people be creative in their own way. And so again, I feel like everything is on God's speed, right? So whoever is meant for my business is gonna find me effortlessly. Like we're just gonna mingle, and it's just gonna work. So
Yeah. No, I totally agree too. And that is so exciting too that you're able to hire your daughter too and she like wants to, kind of do what mom does also.
yeah,
I sometimes wish that for my daughter too. I said, "Wow, wouldn't that be so cool if we worked together?" But obviously, she has never mentioned once anything about aesthetics. She's only 6 though.
yeah,
But
yeah.
that's exciting.
I
At what
think
point were you like, I need extra help with my business? I need a
um,
right-hand man.
I think when well, last year I wanted to travel. And I did travel, but when I travel, I'm not making any money. So then I'm having to be strategic on, like, running promos or, selling packages or different things. And so for me,
True.
I was like, wouldn't it be amazing if I could have someone working for me while I'm like trying to live because I'm also 42, right? Like I was like, man, I'm already in my 40s. Like, when am I going to start living a little bit and not working so much? And so I decided
Yeah.
I needed help. Like, most people would think, like, it'd be when you're like booked and you can't handle anymore. And that's probably like the appropriate thing to do. But for me, it went beyond that. Like, I want flexibility. And although I am flexible in my business, um, I want
Hmm.
time, because time is the one thing that we will never get back. And I still want to continue to serve my clients, but bringing the right person
Right.
to my team is going to allow flexibility for me as well as learning. Like the difference too is she's younger, so she knows like these younger. I don't want to call them trends because I don't like to do a lot of trends. Like I don't like to be trendy. But she knows how to
Yeah.
hit like the younger market, right? Like she knows what's
Hmm.
new out there. Like she's fresh. Like I feel like for someone like us who are seasoned, sometimes we get tired of or
Just the
overwhelmed.
newness.
Yeah,
I
and
get
so
it. Yeah.
when you have fresh eyes and people that are hungry, like when they're excited and hungry, it just kind of puts you back into that momentum, right? Like it kind of brings you back into that vision, that spirit, that like let's go, girl. This is how we're gonna do this. This is how we're gonna do that. Or mom, you need to, at work, she does not address me as mom. She hates it. She's like, don't call me your daughter. Call me Chrislyn, and I'm like, okay, girl, like whatever, but you're still my daughter. Um, but yeah, she's very cute where she likes to be very on business. Like at work, it's business. So she'll be like, you need to do this, you need to do that. Like this, is how we're going to reach this, community. And I'm like, oh my God, like you're right. Or even things like in the treatment room, like, when you just get used to doing things and like roles change, right? Like sanitation changes or like
Hmm.
different, easier ways to run a treatment room. She's helped me like revamp so
Yeah.
many things. So I think it's important to allow that and not be so in control of things. So
That's
definitely.
nice too. And it's like a nice fresh set of eyes, you know? Like
Yes.
yes, it's your business and your baby, but it's
Yes.
also this like fresh, I don't know, someone fresh out of school, I
Yeah.
think is always great because you get to mold them exactly how you want.
Yeah.
But they have their opinions, they have their
Yeah. Yeah, and
faces
I,
and
and
all
I
that.
want definitely I want them to be free, and I don't know everything. Like who knows everything? We don't know everything. And she's been really good because
Absolutely.
she's shadowing me, and I've had some clients that I'm like, man, I don't know, like what is going on? Like, what is it? You know, like, what is triggering this? And so, like, she'll think outside the box and be like, "Why are you doing this?" And I'm
That's
like,
nice.
man, I didn't even think about that, but it's so true, right? Because I feel that everyone, or at least for me and my story, I got into aesthetics because I was acne prone, at one time.
Oh,
And
mm-hmm.
even for her, like she broke out in acne, and me being her mother, like I was like, I should be able to heal her skin. No, she went through her own
Yes.
journey and learned her own, what worked for her. Both my kids, like I've had them on skin regimens and they know how to like wash their sheets and different things. But I think to each our own, like we all have our own story, like what brought us here and how we learned to treat, right? So she's going to be someone fresh to be able to offer a second set of skills plus advice. And that's amazing to me.
Mm. Oh, that is amazing.
Yeah.
That is so, so, so cool too. You guys get to work together.
Yeah.
You know, in your time in the industry, is there anything you would have done differently looking back or something you would want to tell your younger self?
I wish I would have started sooner. Like, I wish
Mm.
that I would have brought my dream into reality sooner. Most definitely. But I know it wasn't my time. So I would tell
Yeah.
newcomers, like, you know what? If you have a dream, you have a passion, like, stick to it and make it happen. Don't allow
Hmm.
like someone to shatter your dreams, because I remember I worked with many physicians that they were like, "No, girl, like you cannot go and do that. You can never go on your own. You need this, you need that, to
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
like regulations and just all these things." And for me, like it made me second guess myself. So just do it.
Hmm.
Like just do it.
Yeah.
You know, that's my
I
biggest
agree.
advice.
Yeah, no one knows you better than you too.
Yeah.
Like everyone I've talked to so far, they're just like, I wish I would have done it sooner. And literally me too. I wish I I wish I didn't go to college. I'm just kidding. But no, I wish I would have done it sooner. I wish I like because I went to aesthetic school a couple years before I actually got licensed, and then I just dropped out because I just wasn't in that place. And I was like, why am I doing this? Why I was trying to take shortcuts. I said I'm just gonna go to laser school and do that first, and then that brought me nowhere. And then after my daughter, I was like, never mind, we're going back to aesthetic school. Why didn't I just do it the first time around? But it's
Girl.
all going back to the time though. It's all in the timing and the plan.
Yeah, and life lessons, like life lessons. And for me, I think it's amazing, like as women, like especially women who have daughters, right? Like I feel like for
Yeah.
men, and this is non-biased, like it's just my opinion. I feel like the industry sometimes can be easy. Like, like men can do anything. Like, girl, they can go outside and build a fence and they have a job. You know what I'm saying? Like, for women, I
Yeah.
feel like it's a little harder to kind of find or fit in. And, so like raising daughters to me, like, my biggest purpose for both my children was like, you could be whatever you want. Like you can do whatever you want. Um,
Yes.
and just empower both of them, because I have a son and a daughter. And so for me,
Hmm.
like I want to be that person that they look up to and they're just like, dang, like she beat all odds, right? Like she did that for real,
Yeah.
you know? Um, so I think for you, like your daughter's still little and she's going to be able to see how much you're growing, how much you're doing with her. And like I know like this podcast, I saw that you were doing it with your spouse as well. So I love that. Like we're
Yeah.
always involved and supportive, and your babies are gonna see that, and that's just gonna build them up to be able to still get back to the world when they get older.
Oh, well, thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
You've had so many nice things to say to me today. Thank you.
Girl, I'm
You're
just someone who I love to like, because sometimes I think that we don't hear it, and sometimes people need to hear things.
true.
And definitely, like I think I'm older too. Like I'm older. I have older kids, and sometimes, like as parents, it's
Hmm.
hard. It's especially hard, like in this industry, right? Because we have so many ups and
Hmm.
downs, and when you go corporate, like you take a lot of time away from your kids. And that was me for a
Yeah.
long time. Like I didn't start doing this until my kids were
Hmm.
already out of high school. And now I'm like, dang, I wish I would have done it sooner just so I could have spent the time with them, you know, too, because that was important. But now I get to show them that anything's possible.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
Yes. Anything is possible
for
if you
sure.
just believe.
Yeah.
Sounding like a Disney princess, but
Yeah.
it's so
Right.
true, guys. It's true. Take the
Yeah.
leap and just do it. Is
Just
there
do it.
anything, yeah, as we come to a close, that didn't make sense. Um, is there anything you would recommend to someone who wanted to be in your shoes, wanted to open a med spa? Like any advice or you wish someone told you?
For me, and something that I'm learning to right now is like find like a network that you can network with. Like ask the questions. Like don't be intimidated to ask your fellow like entrepreneurs, artistry, like whatever
Hmm.
you're whether it's like a brow person or skin person or anything like injectors, you know what I mean? Like find you a mentor.
Yeah.
Like find a mentor, ask them
Mm-hmm.
questions, follow them. Don't be afraid to kind of just ask, right? Because if we don't ask, then we're not going to know the answers and we're going to keep waiting. Like just get out there, get uncomfortable. Because with
Hmm.
being uncomfortable comes growth, right? Passion,
Yes.
motivation. So for me, just do it. Just get out there and do it and allow whatever like for me it's God, like nothing is above God, so I'm even growing my
Hmm.
relationship there, but whatever like your passion is or who your higher power, the universe, whatever it may be, um like just trust your instincts and go for it, pray about it.
Yes. Yes, guys, pray and all honestly, trust your gut.
Yeah.
It's worked out for Jessanne.
Yeah. I'm a work
And
in
she is
progress.
just no, I just love how you kept saying though, like just I've trusted my gut buying this and doing this. And I'm like, it's so true.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, we do get in our heads, but we know ourselves and we know like what we can accomplish. And if we set our minds to it, we can do it. We
We
can
can
get
do
it
it.
done.
We can do it, and
Now,
failure doesn't mean
yeah,
failure. It's growth.
it's just a learning experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, so where can we find you?
So you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok under Jessanne Aesthetics. I'm also,
Hmm.
my booking link is also with Gloss Genius. So it's Jessanne Aesthetics at glossgenius.com. So definitely check us out. We're here to answer any questions you may have, any interest. We're not gatekeepers. Like we like to be upfront and center
Mm-mm.
and honest. And if I can answer it, then I'll definitely answer your questions. If I don't know the answer, I'll find someone who does.
Yes, guys, just sand does not gatekeep. I don't promote gatekeeping on this podcast or in
No,
business.
no,
We
no,
will
not at
answer
all.
whatever questions too. Hmm.
Yes,
But
definitely.
sh- thank you for coming on today. I really appreciate it. And
No, thank
guys, I
you.
will see you on, yeah. And guys, I will see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.